Breakfast with Bread is up next here on Cool 97.5.
Broadcasting live with more than just music.
You're listening to The Playroom. The Playroom. 89.5. This is 89.5 The Playroom. All songs and music belong to their respective owners. The host of every show does not own any rights to the materials being aired. This is mainly for entertainment purposes only. This should follow under the Fair Use Clause of Section 107 of the United States Copyright Act of 1976. Please support the official release by buying the products produced for the music.
Start your daylight, start it right, start it with Breakfast with Bread. Breakfast with Bread, a bite of motivations and words of encouragement to jumpstart your day. Breakfast with Bread.
Hey now! Hello Baguio City, hello Philippines, bonjour à tous, bonjour tout le monde. Good morning Philippines, 7 a.m. Manila time. Magandang gabi, Paris, France. It's 12 midnight here. And welcome po to another edition of Breakfast with Bread, brought to you by 89.5 The Playroom and Cool 97.5 FM. And Breakfast with Bread po tayo. Last week nga po, napasarap yung sharing natin, ano? Yung breakfast natin naging breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Anyway, magandang umaga po sa lahat. And magandang gabi naman po sa mga gising pa dito sa Paris. And binabati natin lahat ng mga friends natin dyan sa Baguio. Of course, Pastor Jeffrey Jose at ang kanyang butihang may bahay na si best friend Jade. Sir Larry Itliong, good morning. And si Mami Norma Oyong and si Ma'am Ping Estefa. Ayan. Magandang umaga po. Welcome po to another episode of Breakfast with Bread.
Be inspired. Be motivated. This is Breakfast with Bread, brought to you by 89.5 The Playroom and Cool 97.5 FM.
Breakfast with Bread Season 2. Boulder.
Death shall pass over my family. Death shall pass over my loved ones. Death shall pass over my life. Death shall pass over my house. Nagdaan po ang pandemic and hindi ka ginalaw ng kamatayan.
Thought-provoking.
You may be in a stage of wilderness right now. Walang-wala ka, durog na durog ka, talong-talo ka, wasak na wasak ka, hindi mo alam kung saan ka papunta. God is there. Therefore, your stage right now is holy.
Challenging.
I did not put greatness in your heart for you to run away from what I called you to do. I did not put greatness in your life para ganyan na tumakbo ka at magmukmok sa isang sulok. Yes, ang daming problemang dumadating sa buhay mo. Ang daming challenges dumadating sa buhay mo. But that is not a reason for you to stay in darkness.
Breakfast with Bread Season 2. A bite of inspirations and words of encouragements to jumpstart your day. Breakfast with Bread Season 2. Season 2. Brought to you in collaboration with 89.5 The Playroom. We play the hits, we play it nice. And Cool 97.5, the only Christian FM station in Baguio City. Breakfast with Bread Season 2. Season 2.
Our text for today is Ezra chapter 3 verses 1 to 6. And when the seventh month came, and the Israelites had settled in their towns, the people assembled together as one in Jerusalem. Then Joshua, son of Jozadak, and his fellow priest, and Jerubbaal, son of Shealtiel, and his associates, began to build the altar of the God of Israel, to sacrifice burnt offerings on it, in accordance with what is written in the law of Moses, the man of God. Despite their fear of the peoples around them, they built the altar on its foundation and sacrificed burnt offerings on it to the Lord. But both the morning and evening sacrifices. Then, in accordance with what is written, they celebrated the festival of tabernacles with the required number of burnt offerings prescribed each day. After they presented the regular burnt offerings, the new moon sacrifices, and the sacrifices for all the appointed sacred festivals of the Lord, as well as those brought as freewill offerings to the Lord. On the first day of the seventh month, they began to offer burnt offerings to the Lord, though the foundation of the Lord's temple had not yet been laid. Ezra chapter 3 verses 1 to 6. Nung nasa call center pa po ako, back in my call center days, when I was with Dell Technical Support, sometimes we would receive callers who are, you receive callers of different ages, no? Sometimes you have callers who are elderly, and you have to walk them through the steps of booting up a laptop. And sometimes you also have callers who are quite technically inclined, and well, the same thing. You need to walk them in unboxing their laptop or doing some procedures with their laptop, like connect to the internet or install this software, upgrade the software, those kind of things, no? And sometimes these people who are quite, technically inclined, kadalasan, while you're walking them through the steps, sometimes, habang binibigyan mo sila instructions, no? You're still at page 1, because in Dell computers, you have to follow what you call a Dell tree. Okay? Those are the steps that you have to follow. Nandun ka pa lang sa step 1 or step 2, and you haven't gone far with your instructions, and this guy on the other end of the line is already like 5 steps ahead of you. He's like doing things on his own already. Well, sometimes we can get by without the instructions. And ako mismo sa bahay, no? If I have a new gear, I have a new gadget, sometimes I don't read the instructions because I know what this gadget is, what this gear is, no? And we can do without the instructions sometimes. But when it comes to putting together a life that reflects the goodness and wisdom of God, we cannot afford to ignore the directions He's given us in the Bible. Okay? The Israelites who had returned to their land after the Babylonian captivity are a good example of this. As they began to reestablish worship in their homeland, they prepared to do so as what we have read in verse 2, they prepared to do so in accordance with what is written in the law of Moses. Okay, that's in verse 2 of what we just read, no? By building a proper altar and in celebrating the Feast of Tabernacles as prescribed by God in Leviticus chapter 23 verses 33 to 43. Okay? They did exactly, down to the very note, down to the very last letter, they did exactly what God's direction told them to do. Christ gave his followers some directions too. He said, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. And love your neighbors as yourself." You find that in Matthew chapter 22, verse 37 to 39. When we believe in him and come to him, he shows us the way to live. The one who made us knows far better than we do about life, than we do as how life is supposed to work. He knows us far better.
Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. When I feel afraid, think I've lost my way, still you're there right beside me. Nothing will I fear as long as you are near. Please be near me to the end. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Now I will not forget your love for me, and yet my heart forever is wandering. Jesus, be my guide, hold me to your side, and I will love you to the end. Nothing will I fear as long as you are near. Please be near me to the end. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path, and a light unto my path. You're the light unto my path.
And so goes another episode of Breakfast with Bread. Join us again next week, same time, same station. www.895theplayroom.com. We play the hits, we play it nice. Simulcast on Cool 97.5 FM, the only Christian station in Baguio City. God's word admonishes us not to forsake the assembling of ourselves together. Hebrews 10:25. Several logs burn brightly together, but put one aside and the fire goes out. So it is with your relationship with other Christians. If you do not belong to a church, I'm inviting you to visit Christ Reigns Fellowship, number 43 First Road, Quezon Hill, Baguio City. For more information, call or text Jeffrey Jose at 0948-499-7777. In Paris, France, you can visit Harvest Field International Ministries. Services are held every Sunday, 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. at number 5, Allée des Rochers, Créteil, France. For more information, you can call or text 0782-582-177 or 0615-672010. If you are far from the places that are mentioned, take the initiative. Call the pastor of a nearby church where Christ is honored and His word is preached. Start this week and make plans to attend regularly. You can also connect with us at the Facebook page of Breakfast with Bread. Also at the Facebook page of Cool 97.5 FM and the Facebook page of 89.5 The Playroom. We play the hits, we play it nice.
Dr. Shami, I have some questions for you.
Yes, my son, bare your soul. Open your mind that I might enlighten you with my wisdom.
Yeah. Well, I was reading in the Bible.
You what?
I was reading the Bible.
Don't do that. You need inner wisdom, like myself, to decipher it. It's just too complicated.
Well, actually, I found its message quite simple.
No, you just read the simple part. It takes years to understand the Bible. Here, read my book.
Programming Your VCR?
No, the other side.
Knowing God the Shami way?
That's Shami, and what I say there is truth.
Now, wait a minute. Why should I believe you? Have you ever healed a blind, or walked on water, or raised the dead?
You think I'm God? Of course not.
Well, Jesus did. He performed incredible miracles that no one in history has ever done. We have reason to trust Him.
I knew it. I knew this would happen. Already, you're confused.
I don't feel confused.
Of course not. You haven't read my book yet.
Another message from Lifeline Productions, the comic strip of radio, at lifelinepro.com.
You just heard another edition of Bobby Blues Breakfast with Bread, a collaboration brought to you by your favorite online radio station, 89.5 The Playroom, playing the hits, playing it nice, and Cool 97.5 FM, the only Christian FM station in Baguio City.
This is 89.5 The Playroom. All songs and music belong to their respective owners. The host of every show does not own any rights to the materials being aired. This is mainly for entertainment purposes only. This should follow under the Fair Use Clause of Section 107 of the United States Copyright Act of 1976. Please support the official release by buying the products produced for the music.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
You're on 89.5 The Playroom. We play the hits. We play it nice.
Subscribe, follow, like, and share us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV, and Instagram.